Hello beautiful people. So this is a galactic Mayan astrology report for the 16th of June 2020, and what an incredible time to be on the planet. What a challenging, transformational and beautiful space that we are moving through. I am learning so much, integrating so much and transforming so much. So the wave spell that we are moving into is the energy of Blue Storm. And it's really interesting that Blue Storm follows White World Bridger. So White World Bridger is about the death of old worlds. It's about the realizations of what needs to die. And the storm is then the process. The storm is about the arrival of the thunder beings that we are. This great transformer energy that we have collectively been really gridding into the planet. And it's all about change. It's a very active energy, is Blue Storm. So all of the blue energies are about transformation, but the storm in particular has a very potent energy, and there are a few different strands to how that manifests for us and what the medicine is. So we've got this one piece which is about being centered. So we are going through this huge transformation journey at the moment, and like timelines are literally dismantling. New timelines are being born. The people that I am connected with now at this time are incredible beings on a totally different timeline to the timeline that I was on a year ago. And this is really this process is where the trust is cultivated. This process is where we get to see how comfortable we are with surrendering, how able we are to submit to the will of the soul. And that's really the key. We get to really witness like the parts of us that still want to cling, that still want to grasp, that still want to figure out, it's really this storm process is about the surrender. When you witness a storm, there is no control in it. All you can do is surrender to it. There's no way that we can change what is happening. And we really are invited to find our central point of the heart within it and just continue to trust. Now the storm carries us to a new place. So as I said in the previous wave spell, we've been going through this process of like dismantling what is not in alignment with our true life, with our true soul self. And the storm is the process of like transformation of the life to make the space for this new awareness, this new integration, this new level of embodiment that we are able to access at this time. So with this transmutation process, things are going to change, and change is the only constant. Change is the thing that we most fear, because a lot of the time it doesn't feel safe, because we're going into it without a knowing of what is on the other side. But every piece of untruth that we are dismantling is creating the space for truth. And that is the truth. It's like, the more that these pieces dissolve, the greater the space is for the energy and the life that is truly in integrity can come forth. And it's not a process that will complete within this wave spell. This is just the wave of the whole spiral, you know, that we are moving into. So this energy of the storm as well, you know, is about, there's the thunder, there's the lightning, there's the dramatic display. And as emotional human beings, there is a dramatic display within us that we express, whether we express it with another or whether we experience it alone. That is a piece of being a human. And we are invited to step out of denial. We are invited to step out of lessening through substance, through habit. If we are not allowing ourselves to acknowledge the storm, how can we possibly find our center within it? We have to let go, we have to experience, we have to be in the nitty-gritty of being on our hands and knees, or feeling the utter heartbreak, or whatever it is, in order to then be able to rise in that space, to submit to the depth of emotion takes us into our center. So it's really this process of like allowing the truth of how we feel and what is happening, and really then gathering ourselves into our center, as opposed to not allowing ourselves to feel it. You know, the blue energy is about the transformation of emotion. It's about the dramatic display of the storms within, you know, blue storm especially, but how we can then bring it into center, because, you know, collectively we're currently stirring from a completely dissociated, traumatized space as a collective. We have been through so much as a human race. We have committed horrendous pains in lots of different ways. We've disconnected from truth. And obviously, in order to survive, we have had to put things in boxes and turn them off and turn them down so that we can continue to be in this space, be in this human vessel. But what's happening now is we're taking away the coping mechanisms, because we are remembering the skill set of how to alchemize, of how to transform the heavy energy, the trauma, into awareness, into consciousness, into integration. So within this wave spell, we're really being given the opportunity to, it's like that beautiful balance between the masculine and the feminine. And of late, you know, this idea of the inner masculine as somebody in a woman's body has been really presenting itself more and more. And that's really, you know, the energy of Blue Storm is this incredible divine feminine play within each of us. You know, we've got this hugely sensitive, deep feeling, intense energy of the feminine. And what we need to hold that, to allow that, is this incredibly strong, centered inner masculine, so that we can really utilize that incredible, intense energy, but also hold it, harness it, ride it. And that's it, you know, if the storm is within us and the storm is our power, and we're in a space of strength to walk through life with that switched on, what the fuck is possible? when our fire, when our power is on full, and also our discipline is on full, we're it. We're it, aren't we? That's it. We've done it. And that's really what this storm energy, it's like the preparation for that. Like, here's a little bit more of your power. Here's a little bit more of the intensity of what it is to be human and the intensity of who you are. Now, step up to be able to hold that, to be able to harness that, to be able to have it switched on. Because if we don't have that, I'll refer to it again as the inner masculine, and it's the same for men and women. If we don't have that switched on, we can't have the power of the feminine switched on. We have to have both. So this storm process is like the preparation of like, here's a bit more of your power, step up to meet it. And knowing also that, you know, we are the soul inhabiting the human character. And that is the big piece of all of this. It's like, yeah, I'm Jyoti. I was born as Rebecca. But my soul is neither of those. But as I bring in my soul to support the healing of this human being character, then I'm creating a stronger vessel to embody what I'm here to embody, what we are here to embody. So allow the change, allow the transformation, allow the cataclysm, allow the shift, allow the different life that you're stepping into. Fuck everybody else that doesn't support it. Love them, but don't take it in. And allow yourself to really harness this beautiful opportunity of stepping into power, of being conscious, of feeling it all, and holding space for self, so that we're not needing anything from anybody else. It's like, no, boom, this is my power, this is my emotion, this is my pain, this is my life, and I've got it, and I'm safe. And from that place, I can connect so deeply with other people in this raw, authentic, vulnerable, strong, centered place. So it's a really massive opportunity to move closer and closer into our power, into our embodiment, and to allow the outer life to shift. We're changing so many things at the moment. So much is transforming and changing, and it's amazing. But we have to allow those changes, as the internal changes, the external changes, and that is exactly as it's meant to be. That is a marker that we're on the right track, which I know goes against all of the conditioning that we've had about what life should look like. So creating the space to surrender and allow and trust. Have a beautiful, beautiful Wavespell. I'm sending you so much love, also blessings for the solstice and these beautiful activations and alignments that we're going through. Take care.